Hey everyone, and welcome back to Traders Cards and Collectibles. My name is Todd, and it's been another week, so we have another top 20 what sold on eBay these past 7 days. If you enjoy this type of content, I would appreciate you subscribing, ringing the bell, and sharing the video. For those of you that have subscribed, I very much appreciate it. And I've also really appreciated the positive feedback. I am looking for additional feedback as to the format of this. Is this something you guys enjoy? Going into detail as to each comic and previous sells, or would you really rather just see, hey, this is what sold and this is what it sold for, and keep it shorter and simpler? I would appreciate any comments and feedback. Drop me a note and let me know what you think. Again, I really appreciate the subscriptions I have received and look forward to doing more of this in the future. Well, without further ado, let's jump into the top 20 on what sold on eBay these last 7 days. All right, let's kick this off with number 20, Amazing Spider-Man number 1. It's a CGC 1.8, sold with a buy it now price of $4,250. It's the first appearance in his own comic, The Amazing Spider-Man, of course. Previous sales, November, $4,999. August, $4,500. And June, it sold for $3,999. This isn't the only time you're going to see a number of different comics on the list this week. Amazing Spider-Man is definitely hot, along with some Hulk and a few other comics. But this kicks us off with number 20. At number 19, Airboy, Volume 4, Number 8, CGC 8.0, sold at a buy it now price of $4,500. When searching Go Collect, there are no previous or recent sales reported. Go Collect has the FMV at $2,050. And at number 18, another Amazing Spider-Man number 1, this time graded CGC 1.5, and this actually sold for more than the 1.8 that was listed at the number 20 spot, selling for $4,875. Again, it's the first appearance of Spidey in his own comic. This for a 1.5 is clearly a new high, as in December it sold for $3,551. An additional sale in December, $4,594, and then back in November, $3,901. And at number 17, we have a Marvel Spotlight number 5, graded CGC 9.2, that sold for a buy it now price of $5,250. Number of first appearances, of course, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Zarathos, Crash Simpson, and Roxanne Simpson. Some previous sales, a couple in November for $4,600, also $5,290, and then back in September you could have picked up this book for $4,000. At number 16, we have The Incredible Hulk 181, graded CGC 8.5, buy it now price of $5,449. It is the first appearance of Wolverine. 4 sales in December, 5,607, 4,840, $5,032, and $4,850. This book's been steadily going up. Could have grabbed it back in June for $4,088. At number 15, we have Batman number 234, graded CGC 9.8, sold for a buy it now price of $5,555. It's the first appearance of Silver Age Harvey Dent as Two-Face. Last 3 sales was Comic Link back in May of 2018, and 2 in 2017. Unfortunately, there was no data on those sales that I could find. The last I could see was an eBay sale back from February of 2015, in which this book sold for $2,245, and prior to that it was October of 2014 for $2,100. Definitely a nice increase over the last 5 or 6 years, with this selling at $5,555. At number 14, we have a Fantastic Four Annual number 6, graded CGC 9.6, also sold for $5,555. First appearance of Frank Richards. The last reported sale was through Heritage Auction, and that was back in May of 2020 for $3,840. Prior to that, a couple eBay sales, and the highest recorded that I could see back in November of 19 for $7,200, and prior to that was a sale for $6,500, and that was in June of 2019. Also on this week's Top 20 is another Amazing Spider-Man #1, coming in at number 13, graded CGC 2.0, sold for a buy it now price of $5,600. Just recently sold this December, $5,863, and a couple sales in August, one for $5,040 and $4,060. All right, at number 12, back to back, another Amazing Spider-Man #1, also graded CGC 2.0. This time sold for a bit higher than the number 13 spot, and sold for a buy it now price of $5,931. At number 11, we have an Amazing Spider-Man #129, graded CGC 9.6. This sold for a buy it now price of $5,999.95. It's the first appearance of Punisher and Jackal. Recent sales, December, $5,160. And a couple sales, one on eBay in November for $5,613, and Heritage had it up for auction in November, and it sold for $6,000. All right, into the top 10 we go, and this book coming in at number 10 is an X-Men #3, graded CGC 9.4, sold at a buy it now price of $6,995. It is the first appearance of Blob. Most recent sales were March and December of 2019, both through Comic Link, but that data wasn't active and I couldn't see what they actually sold for. So digging a little further back, we have Comic Connect in September of 2019 for $7,200. And then there were no sales for a five-year period. Going back to April of 2014, it sold for $4,500. And then a year or so prior to that, October of 2013, it sold for $4,777. Definitely not a lot of sales data on this comic. It doesn't seem to come up very often. At number 9, we have Incredible Hulk #181, graded CGC 9.0, sold at a buy it now price of $7,370. It is the first appearance of Wolverine. Recently sold December through Heritage Auction for $5,280. Comic Connect also in December for $6,207. And there was an eBay sale in December for $6,800. All right, at number 8, another Incredible Hulk 181, this time graded CGC 9.2, and this sold only slightly higher than the number 9 spot, which was graded CGC 9.0. This book sold for $7,499. Moving on to number 7, the next book's going to look familiar also. Surprise, surprise, at the number 7 spot, we have another Incredible Hulk, number 181. This time graded CGC 9.0, and it brought a buy it now price of $7,900. And number 6, we have Black Cat Mystery Comics #50, graded CGC 3.5, sold at a buy it now price of $7,989. It looks to be a new high for this comic. For anybody interested in doing any kind of research on this comic, if you go to Go Collect, they don't search it under Black Cat Mystery Comics, as it doesn't come up. It does come up under a Black Cat Comics though. Nothing particular about this number 50 book, no first appearances or any other notations that I could find. Recent sales in December of 2020 was for $4,938. Heritage back in November of 2019 sold it for $4,440, and Comic Connect back in September of 2019 $4,401. And at our number 5 spot is a Yellow Label autographed book by Jim Starlin. It's a special Marvel edition, number 15, graded CGC 9.8, sold at a buy it now price of $7,999. Master of Kung Fu Begins, and it's the first appearance of Nayland Smith and Dr. Petrie. Previous sales, the most recent's back in August for $4,500, and a couple Heritage auction sales prior to that, one in August for $4,560 and in June for $6,600. At number 4, we have Strange Tales number 138, graded CGC 9.8, sold for a buy it now price of $8,495. It's the first appearance of Eternity. Very few sales on this book. The most recent was December of 2019, and that was through Comic Link, in which it sold for $8,600. Prior to that, you got to go back 7 years, back to July of 2012, and at that time, this book sold for $1,075. According to CGC census, there are only two 9.8s in existence. So if you bought it back in July of 2012, you made a pretty nice profit off this book. All right, let's get into the top 3. At number 3 is Amazing Fantasy number 15. This is a restored CGC 1.0. This is the only comic on the top 20 list that actually was sold via auction with 61 bids. This sold for $9,100. It's the first appearance of Spider-Man. Most recent sales, October of 2020, $9,988. June, $9,100. And April, $9,106. All right, at the number 2 spot, our second Yellow Label auto, this time signed by Stan Lee. It's a Spider-Man number 1, graded CGC 3.0, and it sold at a buy it now price of $11,000. Of course, this is Spidey's first appearance in his very own self-titled comic. Most recent sales, and now these aren't going to be Stan Lee signed prices. These are just Blue Label, but in November it sold for $6,750. October of 2020, $6,400. In August, $6,000. I'm curious as to your guys' thoughts on, autoed comics. This clearly, with it being a Stan Lee auto signed copy, brings a premium. Is the premium to this book graded a 3.0, in the $4,000 to $5,000 range? Drop your comments below. I'd be curious to get your thoughts, guys. All right, coming in at number 1 this week, Giant Size X-Men number 1, graded CGC 9.8. This sold for a buy it now price of $22,995, and definitely looks to be a new high for this book. It does have a number of first appearances, including Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, and a few others. Most recent sale was December 19th of this year. Sold for $17,100. In September, there were a couple sales, one on eBay for $18,000 and one through Heritage for $19,000. Interesting, if you go back 9 or 12 months, there was one sale in December for 2019 for $10,100, and then you could have picked up this book graded 9.8 back in March of 2020 for $10,800. Quite the increase in our number 1 spotted book this week, hitting the $22,995 sales price. Hey everyone, if you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy this type of content, consider ringing the bell and subscribing, sharing if you would. I've been very excited at the number of positive comments and the subscriptions I have received, and this only being my 3rd week. So I'm encouraged to continue to do these types of videos along with other content. I have some ideas kicking around my head. So again, comments, feedback. Again, do you like this format? Do you not like me going into details of the book? Would you like it to be simplified or more detail? Drop your comments. I do look forward to reading them. Thanks again. I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year. I definitely look forward to 2021 and happy to see 2020 behind us. Until next week, guys, take care.